It's my life, it's your life, it's our life. It's our life, it's our life. Come on. It's my life, it's your life, it's our life. It's our life, it's our life. You got to make a decision.
Welcome to the Holla-tics Live Interactive Podcast. I am Ras, your host, Chief Holla-tics, your narrator, orator. Holla-tic and the hardest Negro under 6 feet since Eric Easy Right. Welcome to the Holla-tics Live. We do this every 7:30 to 8:30 each weekday night. No bars and stars, just you, me, and the decisions we have to make. What I like to call Poli-Sci 2.0, what others may call Holla-ticking. It's the Holla-tic Live Interactive Podcast. I am Ras, at your service. Holla-tics, y'all check in. This week kind of went by fast. You know. I looked up and I was like, talking about stuff with y'all, and then it was like Friday, right? But we good, let's go. Holla-tics, y'all check in from around the globe. It's the Holla-tic Live Interactive Podcast. I am Ras, your host. What is a Holla-tic? A person who ain't afraid to express themselves, no matter what the subject is. We like to talk about money and power here mostly, but hey, you might have a subject that you want to introduce on the floor. You can do that here. Matter of fact, that is how you become a Holla-tic. You weigh into the show 2 or more times. You are a Holla-tic. You do that very often, you what I call a Holla-tician, like my merry man. Let's go. Holla-tics is checking in. Holla-tic Gabe Robinson, Holla-tic Michael Robinson is checking in. Ready for session. We're gonna take this out of the way, man. I can see myself in like some really nice suits. People screaming, cheering. It's the Holla-tic Live Interactive Podcast. I don't think I ever leave Texas, though. You know, a lot of this type of stuff happens on the West Coast, man. I'm in love with my state. Not that we the greatest. I'm just comfortable here, right? But I don't mind talking from Texas. Somebody got to talk from Texas. That's why I like my Holla-tics to be across the globe, because I need y'all to talk from places where I am not. That's what makes the show well-rounded, man, when we have opinions coming from everywhere, man. If you're just tuning in, it's the Holla-tic Live Interactive Podcast. I am Ras, your host, Chief Holla-tician, narrator, orator, and I'm also a Holla-tic. So we get it in every night, 7:30 to 8:30. Feeling kind of good tonight. You know, I have to not be lazy. It's easy to get lazy when you produce your own show. You know, half step, not fall through or not be as excellent as you could be. But I, you know, can't say that I do that. I give y'all my all every night. I actually sit up and think about this stuff during the course of the day, figure out how I'm, you know, make some of these shows not just interesting enough for us as Holla-tics, but try to, you know, everybody who tune in, give me about 2 or 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds. I try to keep it going and keep it interesting for them as well, man. So Holla-tics, man, y'all check in, man. We're going straight into the Ras Report tonight, of course. It is what it is, right? You know, y'all loving what's going on in the Ras Report, right? Holla-tics 7 Grogan is checking in tonight, man. We on the Ras Report on the floor tonight at the Ras Report, man. You know, energy is up today. Crude oil got as high as bid as $50 a barrel. Holla-tics y'all weigh in on that, man. You know, this is the hottest or the highest energy has been since COVID, right? COVID-19. So at one point in time, oil was trading at negative. Get that, man. Negative, right? Now that is you know, I had ideas about that, man. I had ideas about that. You know, it trading at a negative. Cause you know, I had ideas, man. Some ideas I got, I think I'd be afraid to say them out loud because I believe some of them might really actually have some teeth in them, but then some of them probably could be dismissed really easy by people who are more in tune or more in depth in their field, you know, because I kind of think of ways to innovate and produce stuff, but some people who are more in tune or more connected into some of the stuff that I think about, the fields, I mean, and let's just get specific. Thinking about energy in Texas and how Texas is the energy capital, right? And I was thinking, man, what if Texas had its own exchange, right? What if Texas had its own stock exchange and we were able to, you know, get a better advantage or a grip on energy because, you know, energy is here. No different than New York and the financial. New York being the financial capital, they have more of an advantage or edge up in New York when it comes to finances. You know, Texas is energy. So I'm like, what would happen if we created a Texas stock exchange and we kind of got a better advantage? The South kind of got a better advantage at the energy sector, man. What y'all think about that, man? Holla-tics 7 Grogan is speaking to the Robinson brothers, man. Holla-tics are checking in tonight, man. Energy is up tonight. Received a bid as high as $50 a barrel. That is the most since COVID, and COVID has almost been here since a year now. So I am holding energy stock, full disclaimer, couple EFTs. So I'm excited. Matter of fact, it's the first thing on the Ras Report. Got me really excited, right? Also on the Ras Report, man, Peloton is up 6%. Demand on treadmills. They are now opening a factory manufacturing plant here in Plano, Texas, and we'll put 1,600 new jobs. I don't know, everybody running to Texas, you know, and I'm not mad. I felt like Texas, Houston, more Pacific needed more attention. Us being the 4th largest city in the country, I just felt like it wasn't enough tension here in Houston. I had no idea that, you know, all this stuff would go down and we would wind up being like, you know, the run-to haven for corporations. Of course, Tesla and Elon Musk relocated here. Tesla didn't relocate, but it's actually building the Cybertruck factory here in Austin, Texas. And, you know, it already had SpaceX here. Elon Musk is just relocated to Texas, you know. Everything is bigger and better in Texas, so I ain't mad at him, man. Holla-tics, y'all check in tonight. Got Holla-tics checking in from the Little Rascals Facebook page, Controversy All-Star page, as well as YouTube, Twitch, Parameter via Twitter. Y'all let me know what y'all thinking, Holla-tics. I'm trying to get back over here to this comment. I think somebody left me a comment on the Ras page, man. But tonight on the floor, we got energy up. Doing well. I think one of the EFTs I was actually trading is showed a 10% gain. That particular one, you know, how much the sector is up as a whole, I'm not certain. But it's up, right? So Holla-tics, y'all check in, man. Also, Peloton is up 6%. It was down yesterday. Y'all know Peloton was in the Ras report yesterday, but it was down yesterday. And supposedly today, they received, not today, but they announced today that they're going to be opening a manufacturing plant here in Texas. That's Peloton, where 1,600 jobs will be provided because the demand of treadmills have went up, man. So that is very interesting, man. How to tick Terrence Bryan say, honestly, Texas is a big state, and I don't see anything wrong about how the state could get its own stock exchange. I'm with you, Terrence. Maybe it start with me and you, huh? Maybe me and you, cause I didn't want to say this on the Holla-tics show, right? And just put it out there, just blatant and bland like this. But I had been thinking about that for a while, and I told a friend of mine, I said, man, I got an idea, man. I think we'll do well for the state. I need to talk to the governor, though. I don't need to talk to the flunkies or the people that you know, want to rub elbows. I need to talk to the governor specifically himself, man, because I think it was a good idea, Terrence. Terrence say he don't see nothing wrong with Texas having his own stock exchange, man. We're big enough state. We big boys. I'm with you on that, T, man. If you feel too passionate about it, man, give me a call. We might meet for lunch, man. I don't want to get you in trouble with your wife and family, nothing like that, man, because this type of stuff can take over or consume a person's life, man. But I think Texas could have his own stock exchange, man. Holla-tics, what y'all think, man? Y'all weigh in. Holla-tics Gabe say my stock is up, except not Gabe, that's 7. 7 say my stock is up, except Aurora. I know that Aurora is struggling, right? Matter of fact, let me go over here and pull it up. Aurora is struggling. I told somebody the other day who was listening to me talk about the Ras report, and they were, you know, they felt comfortable enough listening to my information and making a move on Aurora. ABC Cannabis Company is, those who don't know what Aurora is. ACB, I'm sorry, Cannabis Company. Not doing too bad today, 7. I mean, I bought in at 11, but again, I sold. And since then, it's been as low as 7, 6, 5. I mean, not 5, but it went as low as 6, 8. It's down 60% on the year, man. 66% on the year. But it's up 30% on the month, man. So you're all right, 7. I think you're in good position, man. We're talking about ABC, raw stock, cannabis play. Holla-tics 7 say he's up today, everything except for raw. The market was actually struggling to get to the green today. And so we had some stocks that were performing well, trading alpha, and other ones were just kind of blowing in the wind, man. Up today, you had Good RX stock that I felt like get too much Wall Street love. All the charts on Good RX would tell me not to trade the stock, but for some strange reason, Wall Street loved the stock. So Good RX was up 3%. Also, Pacific Bio was up 4%. NEO, Chinese EV car company, electric vehicle company, fell like 20% last week. They was up 4% this week. However, I think they still are in the red. I think they had lost a couple days in a row. Also up is U.S. Steel, 3%. Not many stocks were up very high today. I think a lot of them was battling the tide of the market. Market was in the red today, man. So Hollatics, y'all weigh in, man. Do you think they will rebound? Hollatic Gabe is asking me about Aurora. Yes, I do think Aurora rebound. I think Aurora is a long hold, Gabe. I think Aurora is a long hold stock. I think you're gonna probably get the height out of it once they legalize marijuana. I think when they announced the legalization, or when they announced, not the fact, but when they announced marijuana legalization, I believe that's when you're gonna see the height of the rural stock. Will I hold it any longer than maybe 6 months to a year? I would probably have to dig. The company would probably have to do some more things, man. We'll probably have to do some more trade, do some more scaling, and impress me. If I told you to hang in that longer than 6 months, man, I need some AC in. Normally I have my fan blowing, man. But Hollatics, y'all weigh in tonight on the Ras Report. Good RX, Pacific Bio, Neo is up today. Also, we have U.S. Steel up 3%. So Hollatics, man, y'all weigh in tonight, man. Hold up a second, you guys. Just tuning in. It's the Hollatic Live Interactive Podcast. We Hollaticking tonight, talking about a few of my favorite stocks, man. Tonight on the floor, got the Ras Report with the energy is up. Energy received a bid up $50 a barrel today. That is the most since pre-COVID. Yeah, Gabe say referring to Aurora. Yeah, I think Aurora will go back up, Gabe. I think you're gonna have to hang in there for the long haul. But I do think it does have some life in it. I'm a trader myself, Gabe, so I rarely hold stocks through the turbulence, man. I find times to enter and find times to exit. And normally when I exit, I'm leaving with some type of profit. I figure if I just bought and hold over a long span, yeah, I probably could scrape the bottom of the pan and get all of it out of there. But I like to use my money more than I like to let other people use my money. So, you know, I let them use it for short periods of time, take it back, let somebody else use it, take it back, let somebody else use it, and walk away with profits, man. That's the style of a trader I am. But Hollatics, y'all weigh in tonight. That is me going back and forth with Hollatic Gabe Robinson concerning ACB stock, Aurora, cannabis. It is the Alpha Cannabis Company. That is the one. I think they've been profitable. If you ever want to know how stocks get to be talked about, or even get to New York Stock Exchange or the NASDAQ Stock Exchange, you know, they either have to come in at a certain evaluation, like we're going to talk about in a few minutes, or, you know, they have to show profitability. A stock cannot get on the exchange if they are not showing profitability, or they don't come in at a certain level. Hollatic 7 Grogan say, weed will be legalized, then it should recover. This is true. A much more profitable play is MMEDF. I think it's medical mushrooms the company focuses on. And I think when they legalize marijuana, MMEDF, I'm trying to remember the name of the company, is Mind Medicine. I'm sorry. Mind Medicine would do well. I think that's a better play than Aurora. I don't want to push the company like they paying me because they not, but I think they are a better company than a rural. That's Mind Medicine, man. Y'all look them up, MMEDF. You can't get it on Robinhood. You could get it through TD Ameritrade, probably E-Trade as well. But I think it's a better play. Hollatic Gabe say, when do you think your opinion will it fully legalize marijuana? What's my opinion on when they will fully? I don't know, man. I do know the sitting administration is probably 100% with it, but they got a Senate that is backed by Republicans. The majority of the legislators in the Senate are Republicans, so I think they're going to fight it. I don't think they all want to fight it. I think some of these states are proven to be profitable in the cannabis sector. So I don't think all these states want to fight it, but I think it's going to get caught up in political mojo. I think it happens sometime in 21, though, Gabe. I think safely I could say that it passes sometimes in 21. Hollaticks 7 say it passed for decriminalization in the Senate. Yeah. But of course the business is in commerce, man. You know. 7 say very soon. I believe like 7. I think 21 we will see the legalization of marijuana. Gabe say I believe so too. I think it's profitable, man. I think states should legalize it. I think it should be legalized across the federal, across the country federally, and then I think states should legalize it as well. I think it provides an opportunity for new commerce and new money spread, man. So just tuning in, we talking about the cannabis market. Friendly to the Biden administration, a lot of people are holding ACB, a raw cannabis. I think it's a great play. I held it for a while myself. I trade it. I don't hold it for the long haul. I think Mind Medicine is a better marijuana stock play, but even though it's not marijuana, it's mushrooms, and it's a small cap company. I think if you get in right now, you could probably see some real good profit out for it. But Hollaticks, y'all check in tonight, man. We just going over the Ras Report. It's other stuff happening in the country that we could probably talk about, but I get a kick talking about this stuff right here, man. If you watch the money, you see how the country go. Some people wait till they get on Jerry Springer. Me, I watch the money, man. When the money moves, that's when everything moves, man. I ain't saying you should be like me, but I like me. I think you should. I would like to be like me. So I think some people probably need to take heed. But also on the floor tonight, man, let me keep it rolling. Down today was quoting. I remember this stock. I talked to y'all about this stock last week. They are a biotech company that will be aiding in COVID-19 efforts, as well as they had some medical breakthroughs, man. They're down 7%. Don't know the amount they trading in, but I think it's a good buy. Also down is DoorDash, which we gonna talk about in a minute. Also down, the British pound. Compared to the dollar, the British pound is down. We're gonna talk about that a little bit in a few seconds as well, man. Hollaticks, y'all weigh in tonight. If you're just tuning in, it's the Hollatic Live Interactive Podcast. I am Ras, your host, chief politician, and narrator. And here we talk about not bars and stars, man. We don't celebrate celebrity culture. We like to talk about things that affect, everyday people. And when we're not talking about that, we're usually talking about the market, stock, and commerce. Tonight, of course, I don't see how you could dodge your business channel and not hear about Airbnb. So heavily promoted. It's an IPO. You probably heard about the business forever now, but they just went public today. Made their first trade after around 1 o'clock, maybe 1, 2 o'clock. They were said to come in at $68 a share, but by the time I was able to witness it, they were trading at about $180 a share, man. So not sure where they settled today. Who know where Airbnb settled today? Who's been watching that? Not been one of my favorite IPOs. It's been too heavily promoted. I'm against stuff people try to throw down your throat. So it settled at about $144, man. Up 100%. They saying it's up 100% because they saying that the first trade taken was $68. I never saw it hit the market for $68 a share, but it finished the day at about $144. That is Airbnb IPO trading at about 180 when I left the market today. I was watching it, leaving the company's market cap at a hard 80, south 90 billion. Coming off the heels of the DoorDash IPO, which settled losing about 7% today, trading at about 175 a share. Now, Airbnb day was today. Yesterday was DoorDash. Holla-tics, y'all weigh in, man. Which one of y'all think? Airbnb worth it or not? Come in with the IPO of around 89, 88, 89, 90 billion. DoorDash came in yesterday. I think it settled around 50, 60 billion. Now that is huge. If you don't know about market caps and equities, it's cool. We are learning as we go. That is huge. If a company is trading anywhere, if a company's market cap is anywhere from 250 million to 2 billion, it is considered a small cap. Anything from 2 billion to 10 billion is considered mid cap. Anything over 10 billion is considered to be large cap. And once you hit a certain number, I'm not sure which one it is, 50 or 100 is considered to be a mega cap. And so a lot of IPOs come in. Some come in the mid range. Some come in as small cap companies. You don't hear a lot about small cap. Biotech come in. A lot of biotech come in as small cap companies, turn profitable, and then they get their weight up. But you had Airbnb and DoorDash come in yesterday and today smoking. You're talking about $1 billion. You're talking about Airbnb putting up 80, 90 billion in market cap today. And DoorDash 50 to 60 billion in market cap yesterday. And so Holla-tics, y'all weigh in. What y'all think about this, man? These are companies, man, they are proven to be profitable. But again, these prices do not justify the fundamentals of the company. And what I mean by that, your papers can say last year you made $100, but your stock is trading at 1,000. That's because they're trading at 10 times your sales. And that's common in the stock market. That 10 times your sales has been priced into the price. And so that's how you get such high evaluations on companies and stock prices. And sometimes they overkill. Again, we talked last night about Ryan Brinkman, who's analyst for JP Morgan, who priced Tesla at $90 a share. Right now, Tesla's trading at 600. You say, how in the heck could analyst for investment bank price Tesla so low? It's because he's looking at the fundamentals. When you look at Tesla being traded at $500-600 a share, they're pricing in profit. The profits it's shown in the past and projected profits over and over, sometimes up to 10 times its sales, man. That is common in trading stock, man. But sometimes we have to stop in reality and say, is it worth it? Can we really add in 10 times the company sell and say, yes, that's a bargain to pay that price for the stock. Even at 10 times the company said. Is that really fair to say that, man? Hollatics, y'all weigh in. Y'all let me know, man. Y'all got the brightest minds, man. Hollatic Gabe say, I think Airbnb will be good. Just wait, see after a few weeks, and also with DoorDash. I do too, Gabe. I think they coming in hot. Like Cray say, coming in hot. I think they coming in too hot. I don't know. I haven't done enough homework to really feel the Airbnb IPO as if it has come in at a fair value. Again, it's trading at about 144 bucks a share, putting the market cap at about south a hard 80 billion, south 90, somewhere in that area. When I say a hard 80, that means 85 and plus. When I say south 90, it means anything under 9.5 billion, 95 billion. I'm sorry. So hard 80, south 90 billion Airbnb is. People swear by the freaking service though. I don't travel as much. I used to travel all the time, y'all. I used to always be on a plane flying somewhere, doing concerts somewhere every weekend, man. So, you know, I miss these days to where I could actually experience what Airbnb does. So y'all gotta let me know, man. What do y'all think? Y'all think it's worth it? Hollatics, y'all weigh in. You think Airbnb is worth? It's 90 bill. Now I do allude to your comment here, Gabe. I do think DoorDash settles around 100 bucks a share. I am willing to go long on DoorDash around that 110 buck a share area. I think it's a little high priced at 175. I'm not sure where it settled at today. Let's take a look at DoorDash. DoorDash, fun fact. Yeah, it settled at 186 today. Fun fact, DoorDash has cornered 50% of food delivery business. So you got Uber Eats, you got these other ones, but DoorDash owns these other dudes. 50% of the market, 49% actually. Food delivery market belongs to DoorDash, man. So these are Silicon Valley companies, man. It used to be you had to go to New York and talk to investment bankers to fund the company. But now, man, Silicon Valley has become, you know, a place where you go get the money at. If you don't want to fool with the white collars in New York, you can fool with Silicon Valley surfer dudes, man, and get paid, man. Hollatic Gay Robinson say Airbnb is nice. I stayed in one in Riverdale, Georgia with my family like a year ago. That's what's up, Gay. You know, I hear people talk about it, brag about it. It's always being talked about in business news, but I've never experienced the product myself. And I do feel like the stock has really been overhyped. Not to say it's not worth what it's trading. I think it's trading a little high. But again, I ain't done enough research on Airbnb to, you know, some stuff I speak strongly about because I've done my homework on, and Airbnb is not one of them. So I'm trusting you, Hollatics. What do y'all think, man? You think 144 bucks a share is too much to pay for Airbnb stock? Y'all let me know. Hollatics Stephen Hunter say Airbnb will be good. The company needs to help sustain their longevity so stockholders become long-time holders instead of flippers. DoorDash is worth though. I agree with you, Steve. I agree with you 100%. I agree with that comment 100%, Steve. Couldn't say it better myself. Hollatics Steve better say, Hollatics Steve Hunter said, DoorDash will be good. The company needs stockholders to become long-term holders instead of flippers. I'm guilty of being a flipper myself, but I do agree with you, Steve. DoorDash is worth it, though. I think so. I'll take DoorDash at about 100, 110 bucks. The share right now is trading at 186. I'm cheap though. You know, I like to shop on down days. I like stocks that fall for no reason because I know they're going to recover. I like healthy companies that I wake up tomorrow and see them fail 20%. You know, I love those type of plays because I buy the stock and then within a day or two, it gains back at least 10% of that. Put me in profit land, and then if I hold on the whole ride, it normally recovers. You know, that's good, healthy companies that fall for no reason. You know, why do a company fall? It could be just the last 2 days the market was in the red. So a lot of, again, I told you yesterday, when the market is in the red, it's like the wind. If you ever see people say the market is up, the market is down, the market is like the wind, and stocks are like boats with sails on them. If the market is in the red, the wind is blowing against your stock. So the strong stocks can actually prosper in a down market. That is what we call our alpha stock, when the stock is trading against the market. When the market is red, but your stock is gaining, it's trading alpha. But you want the market blowing green against the back of your stock, pushes them all up. But then at that time, you have to watch for overinflated stock prices, which is what's happening right now, to be honest with you. A lot of stock prices are overinflated because we COVID hopefuls, right? Hollatics, y'all weigh in, man. Hollatic Gabe say, I think it's a little high, but coming in like that is in my opinion. I think they all come in hot, Gabe. You're absolutely right. Hollatic Steve Hunter say, it's okay to be a flipper, but it's best at the right time. That's true. I don't when people turn to me for speculative advice, I am not a licensed financial advisor, but people do turn to me for speculative advice. You know, I tell people all the time, it's different between a trader and an investor. I do both. Investors buy and hold, traders flip, like Steve is talking about in the comments. I like flipping, and I like some stuff I hold long, you know. And stocks I talk about on the Ras Report, some I flip, some I hold long, some I just watch. Crude oil is up today. I'm a holder of crude EFTs. Peloton is up today. I'm not a holder of Peloton. At the price Peloton is trading at, I see some better trades I can make. Not that it's a bad stock, just some that I like a little better than Peloton. But I am amused by Peloton. I'm amused by the power of the Queen Bee and how she can push a stock 4% up just by saying I'm signing a deal with these people. It amused me, so I've been following the stock ever since. Again, they treadmill supplies is up today, so they are creating a company here, not a company, but a manufacturing plant right here in Texas, Plano, Texas. Creating 1,600 new jobs. That is Peloton is up to date. Trading alpha against the market. We're talking about Airbnb. Let me keep it moving, man. Y'all fascinate me, Holla-tics. Questions y'all ask about this stuff. I'm kind of glad, man. I thought I was crazy. Also, the British pound is down. Now, some of y'all, I've been noticing a spike in Forex traders, right? Holla-tics y'all weigh in. I've been noticing the spike in Forex traders, and some of these people are not really Forex traders, y'all. They're what they call it, pyramid marketers, right? What do they call it? Mass marketing. In the disguise of Forex traders, right? When a person is trying to recruit me to be a Forex trader, I'm looking at network marketing versus actually trying to teach me how to trade Forex. Now, I'm not a hater, but I'm just telling you, as a Hollatic, be more wise about that. You know, spiking people approaching you, talking to you about trading Forex. They're more network marketers than they are actual speculative traders. I traded a little bit of Forex. Didn't take as much interest to it as I did in the stock market because I don't know what makes the world markets react. And then they react to different things different ways. International policies move domestic currency or Forex rather. International policies move Forex. So I haven't quite figured out the correlation that if the president wakes up and say this, then Forex does this. I haven't quite created a plan, a strategy with Forex like I had with stocks. So I just kind of watch it. But I have been watching the British pound and it is a little low. And so I do see an opportunity there. If you're a Forex trader, I think the British pound is good to buy right now. Because it's down. The value of the pound declines. The UK economy growth hit a 6-month low. And it didn't just drop. I was reading the articles and they said, the UK's economy came to a slow halt. It's at a 6-month low. No deal with the Brexit, just like us. We waiting on a deal with the government. And this caused the pound to drop a cent. The pound traded as low as $1.32 and a half, falling from $1.33. And a little bit over half, a hard 33, man. So if you trade Forex, man, this is a great opportunity. I think the pound got life. I think once, the vaccine hits the world and health is blown back into the country, I think the pound, rebounds even higher than where it is now. I think the pound actually goes back towards 150. So good opportunity if you trade Forex, man. Holla-tics Steve Hunter say Forex trading is good to make money in too. There's no crisis in the Forex market. I'm glad to talk about stocks, my brother. The body of Christ needs to be knowledgeable and abundance in financial area. I'm glad you said that, Steve. I'm glad to do it, man. Honestly, man, this is what I spend my time doing if I'm not making music. And, just looking at what's going on in policy, in law. I'm looking at the market, man. Hollatic Gabe Robinson say, what's your opinion on Forex trade? Thoughts? I think it's money-making opportunities. Now, here's my thing, Gabe. Glad you asked that question. Great question. And here's what I teach people who take me mentoring them in equities a little more serious. Once you learn to trade, not so much invest, but once you learn to trade, you can trade anything that has a chart, that has a history of charts. Once you learn to trade, you can trade anything that has a history of charts, including Forex. Why do I say that? Because traders rely more on technical analysts. Investors rely more on fundamental analysts. Now, what is the difference, Ras? Fundamentals are the assets versus liabilities, the balance sheets, debt versus cash and bank. Those are the fundamentals. Technical is the stock prices went up 30% this month. Stock prices fell 5% today. Stock prices recovered 10% in 5 days. That is more of your technical analyst versus your fundamentals. Once you learn how to decipher something technically, once you learn how to technically analyze anything with a chart, then you could trade Forex, stock, Bitcoin, all of it. You just got to learn technical analyze. And so I do, that is the long version to say, Gabe, I do believe in Forex trading. It took me a while to get a grasp of it. Not so much, profit versus loss. More so what moves the international market. If Putin gets up tomorrow and say, screw China? What happens to the Rubinowin? Or what happens to you know, the Russian book? I forgot what it's called. But the Rubinowin is Chinese money. So I had to figure out the correlation there, Gabe. That's why I just didn't dive in hell bent. Now you see a lot of people out here promoting Forex and Forex trading. I think they're doing more of the network marketing thing than they are actually trading Forex, man. And so, however you get into it, I'm a trader, so I like technical analysts. And once I learned how to technically analyze equities, it showed me that I could do that with anything that has a chart. So I trade crypto, Forex, and stocks. And I invest in stocks. But I trade it all, though. Let me say that, man. Hollaticks Gabe say, okay, cool. I'm thinking about getting into the Forex as well. Yeah, man. Take your time, Gabe. Again, a lot of people that's out here recruiting it, they doing it from a standpoint of network marketing, more so than they teaching you how to trade Forex. They just trying to get you, get your name on the paper and say that you under them, and this dude got this dude under him, and this dude got this dude under him. I'm not hating, but if you in the game to trade, you want to trade. You don't want to be involved in network marketing if you're trying to learn trading. And so that's what I'm saying, Hollaticks, y'all weigh in, man. The pound is down. The UK growth hit a 6-month low. No deal with the Brexit. Just causing stuff to kind of snail speed. In the UK, same thing was going on here. And it's causing some pressure, some downward pressure on the pound. I think it's a great Forex opportunity. I do think the pound rebounds. I think the pound rebounds to 140 cents, man, sometimes in 2021. So if you're in the Forex, man, I think your money is being made. I mean, it's a money-making opportunity in the pound versus the dollar. Hollaticks, y'all holla at me, man. If you just tuning in, it's the Hollaticks Live Interactive Podcast. I am Ras, your host, Chief Hollatician, narrator, orator. And we out here just getting it in, man. Talking about some stocks and equities, man. As my man Stephen Hunter say, man, the body of Christ need to hear this stuff. Everybody need to hear it, man. I work with a lot of kids, and when I was in high school, I say this, and we coming close to a close tonight. When I was in high school, there was no internet, of course. They wasn't using the net to trade. You had to wake up in the morning, look at the paper, and read the quotes from stocks out of the paper. And I remember being in high school showing a small interest to it, but I didn't have that extra push. Teachers kind of fumbled through the subject. They have to stay on a lesson plan. Teachers kind of fumbled through the subject, and we moved on. So I later revisited during my career as a musician and made some small trades, made some winning trades early on. And then over the last 5 years, man, I just got plugged in, man, because life had changed. You got the retail broker now that we can actually get our account with E-Trade or TD Ameritrade or Robinhood, and we can go in just as well as the guys that's trading from the New York Stock Exchange. So all of that changed over the course of years, man. And so I think it's a great opportunity for us people, anybody, man. If you ever felt like you've been shafted for your color, your economic status, whatever. You're rural, but the city people make fun of you. Stock market is a great place to build wealth. Wall Street has made more millionaires than any other industry in the country. So we go doctors, lawyers, athletes, rappers, singers, but Wall Street has made more wealthy people than any of those industries. And you may not be in it for the money, but I am. My kids are grown, man. I want to sit in Dubai with my wife. It takes money to do that. I don't want to have somebody telling me what I need to do, man. But Holla-tics y'all weigh in tonight, man. Tonight on the floor, we're going over the Ras Report, man. Energy is up, man. Crude oil received a bid today at $50, which is tremendous. I remember at one point in time during the COVID-19, crude oil was trading at a negative. I think it hit like a negative $8. And so it's a great time to, that was a great time actually to get into energy, man. So it's starting to rebound. Would it ever see as $80 a barrel glory days? I don't know. Look like it, huh? 50 don't seem too far from 80, but energy is doing well. Also up today is Peloton. Up 6% today on the demand for treadmills. 1,600 jobs are being created by Peloton right here in Plano, Texas. They're going to open a manufacturing plant and start producing more treadmills, man. A lot of companies are moving here to Texas. Elon Musk brought his Tesla Cybertruck factory here to Austin. He also moved here to be closer to SpaceX, another company that he had built in Texas. There was a rumor of the New York, the NASDAQ stock exchange moving their head office here to Texas because of the corporate taxes in New Jersey. And so a lot of people are relocating. Man, Texas is finna be lit, man. Holla-tics y'all weigh in, but also in the news, in the Ras Report, you had GoodRx up 3%. Not a company I particularly like myself, but Jim Cramer swear by it from Mad Money. So GoodRx is up 3% today. Pacific Bio is up 4% today. I recommend Pacific Bio. I think they're doing some real things over there. NIO, a EV, Chinese electric vehicle company, was down 20% last week and going through some jigsaw today. This week, rather, it's up 4% today. Why did they make the Ras Report? Because the market was down today. So it shows me that there's a strong stock. I'm not sure why it fell 20% last week, but it looked like it want to rebound, man. Also, U.S. Steel is up 3%, trading alpha today, man. Holla-tics y'all weigh in. We're coming close to the end. I see my Holla-tics getting to know each other in the comments, man. Such a lovely thing. Such a lovely thing that is, man. That is why we do that, man. That is why we do this. I've always loved it when people got to know each other around me, man. I feel like we are kindred, right? We're getting ready to be on our way out. Holla-tics y'all weigh in, man. If you're just tuning in, shame on you. We're getting close to being out here, man. This is the Holla-tics Live and At podcast. We're just talking about a little money issues tonight, man. Little stock issues tonight. We had on the floor the Airbnb IPO today came in. They said it came in at $68 a share. I never saw that. When I looked at the market today, it was trading at about $180 a share. I think it closed at $144 today, putting the company at a hard $80 billion in market value. Yesterday was DoorDash. DoorDash came in at, I think they came in at 180. Today is trading at 186. Holding its value pretty strong. I think DoorDash is worth about $110 myself. But hey, that's me, man. I'm pretty good at this stuff, though, man. Holla-tics y'all weigh in, man. If y'all take any of my tips and you make cash off of it, drop a comment, man. Let the people know, man. Raz know what he talking about, man. I got a chat group, a trading chat group I'm in. If you are on the message app, it's called the Money Getters, man. Y'all find me on there. I got a group of 5 people. We throw back stock ideas all day long, and a lot of the stuff I talk to y'all about at night or ideas that I throw around with my trading game, man. Tick Gabe say, he say, definitely taking notes, always. That's what's up, Gabe. You a wealthy man, Gabe. You and your wife, man, y'all are a wealthy couple. I see it on you, man. I don't know your bank account, but I just see it on y'all, man. So I'm not shocked that you're taking notes, Gabe. I'm not shocked, brother. Holla-tics y'all way in tonight, man. We're on our way out, man. As I tell you always, man, if you have it in your power and the opportunity to change somebody's life, man, God put you in that position because that's what he wants you to do, man. So don't be a coward. Handle your business, man. And like my man Pickle Juice would say, walk with the king, be a blessing in all things. Holla-tics Gabe say, appreciate that. It's only the truth, Gabe. I'm only responsible for delivering you the truth, but you are welcome, my friend. Holla-tics, man, y'all tune in tomorrow, man. We might keep it light on Friday. I don't know. You know, we're going to talk this stuff tomorrow. Fridays is always what I call shopping days in the market. Because usually the market is down on Friday. And so I love talking about it, man. I'm getting ready to coast up out of here at the end of this track right here, man. Holla-tics, I love y'all all, man. Y'all find somebody and love on them, man. Y'all walk with the king, be a blessing in all things. You got any subjects, any stocks, anything you want to ask me about, man, y'all hit me in the DM. I love talking about this stuff, man, and so I am going to get out of here before my wife kills me, man. Holla-tics, man, bless y'all all. Love on somebody.